evening to all, no matter where you are in the world. My name is Sunita Qureshi, the Vice President for MSM Global. It is my great honor to welcome you to another groundbreaking launch for MSM. MSM was founded in 2012 with much drive and optimism to change the international education landscape with a unique model where results matter. Today, we continue to envision a world where international education is accessible to all. We are now operating in what they call the new normal. Despite the big changes, the passion and commitment of the higher education community remains high. We continue to break down barriers to every student's dream of studying abroad. Here at MSM, we have put our hearts into this belief by launching a new online platform that will change the way institutions, agents, and students connect in the industry and ultimately bring global recruitment to new heights. With MSM Unify, we are offering a solution to current and future challenges through an AI-powered platform that increases enrollment management practices and efficiencies. We want agents and students to speak with each other in real time and get the best possible results out of every interaction. This solution is a little gift of innovation to the industry we so dearly love. It's time to get started. To welcome us all into this exciting webinar, please allow me to welcome and introduce our founder and CEO, the driving force and visionary behind MSM, Angela.
Thanks, Sunita. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. I'm pleased to announce today the launch of MSM Unify Institution Portal. MSM Unify has been created with a vision to serve the needs of the higher education institutions and simplify the outreach and processes of the international offices. Here, institutions can promote themselves and their programs, check and ensure students' eligibility with little or no manual effort, involve powerful data in their decision-making, and create stronger relationships with agents. MSM Unify will create new efficiencies and true diversification to our partner institutions. For agents, it will simplify and ease student acquisition and services. What sets us apart is not this vision, but the unique model that we have refined over the years. Our global and in-country offices have sent thousands of students to our partner institutions. Combined with technology, this model can create the same astounding results for MSM Unify partners without significant risk or investment. MSM Unify truly is a product of team effort. I congratulate our staff for this feat. But I would also like to thank our affiliate agents and partner institutions from around the world who have given us the powerful insights to build a product that can transform the way we recruit and offer great results, no matter where the tides go. Thank you again for sharing this moment with us. Now let me give the floor to a dear colleague and friend who has spent decades of her life in the public institution space. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Donna Hooker, President of MSM Higher Ed.
Thank you so much, Sanjay. A pleasant day or evening to everyone joining us in this virtual launch. It's my pleasure to provide you with an overview of the services offered by MSM right up to today's introduction of MSM Unify. From our inception in 2012, the mandate of MSM has been to bring cost-effective and results-oriented business solutions to institutions and create opportunity and capacity for international students. Our first in-country office model was established for a rural BC institution whose return on typical recruitment investment were infrequent, costly, and lacking the return on investment desired. Our in-country office model offered branding, marketing, agent management, and admissions pre-screening, and it was a huge success. Through this initiative, MSM proved that a daily presence in-country was viable and rewarding for our partner, for our students, and for MSM. Word of our success quickly circulated through the industry, and today we have over 40 partners in Canada, the US, the UK, and in Europe, and are expanding to the Oceania region. While India continues to be a leading world market, MSM recognizes the importance of diversity. Today, MSM has managers representing institutions in 18 or more countries, and we're moving forward our growth plans so that we will have representation in over 50 countries in the near future. Through MSM and our global marketing office model, institutions can gain market intelligence, extend their branding and market research, extend their agent network, and ultimately diversify their student population. COVID and resulting economic challenges, lockdown protocols, and border controls have impacted the international enrollments across the industry. Even still, MSM partners continue to enjoy strong brand awareness through the efforts of their dedicated MSM teams who are focused on ensuring a quick post-pandemic recovery. Through our great relationships with partners, client confidence and encouragement, along with our in-house executive insight, our MSM Higher Ed division was established, adding high-quality education management to our portfolio. We're currently managing 6 private schools based on common practices for education management, including integrated student information systems, learning management platforms, as well as an education policy and student service policy. These schools have become a platform for strategic alliances, resulting in private and public partnerships and articulation pathways. Eaton College Canada, a school under MSM management, has established education centers abroad, creating opportunities for students to study at home. These students advance their studies at institutions worldwide based on our extensive network of articulation partners. Consistent with our diversification strategy, MSM Higher Ed has established pathway programs for delivery across the globe. These will prepare students for entry at year 1, 2, or 3 at our partner institutions in Canada, the US, the UK, New Zealand, Australia, and in Europe. Our new 45-hour pre-departure briefing course, Global Awareness and Study Skills, aims to prepare students for successful transition and academic success. MSM Higher Ed initiatives are examples of MSM's interest in supporting student transition and success, while also supporting our partner institutions with new sources of non-traditional revenues and diverse enrollment strategies. So here we are today with our MSM Unify, marking our foray into the EdTech space. This platform aims to improve the institution's recruitment processes tenfold through innovative business-to-business platforms. With 30 plus years in education leadership, international academic management, and some with registrarial responsibility, I have a very strong sense of the pain points that institutions face in every part of the recruitment and education management cycle. There is an ongoing need for institutions to recruit and admit students that ensure qualified students in the classroom while at the same time meeting the competitive nature of the international education market. I'm very excited about the MSM Unify platform. It evidences the MSM commitment to create capacity for students, offer business solutions for institutions, while also supporting our incredible agent network. This platform utilizes technology to increase efficiency, improve service standards, and build data integrity for quality decision-making. At a time when the world seems to have closed down, a platform like MSM Unify opens doors for institutions to work with a broader agent network and recruit in new and exciting ways, just using a single dashboard. It's about gaining access to a diverse pool of international students using a highly secure platform built on MSM's solid market intelligence and education administration experience. More exciting for me is the way this platform has been built for customization to meet the individual institution needs. Here's a little hint: mobile apps for your students, agents, and internal processes. As amazing as that sounds, this is only the beginning of many more services to come from MSM Unify. Thank you so much for attending and making time for us today. Before we move forward to the key features of MSM Unify, please welcome the Vice President of MSM UK, Joe Nesmith. Joe, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Donna, and welcome everyone. This really is an exciting webinar as we are launching a brand new platform for institutions to manage application and agent processes. We will be showing you how MSM Unify can assist you in a very short while. MSM has truly been leading us into the future with innovative technology that will help the higher education community, especially during the times we're currently in. In recognition of this, we are incredibly grateful to be a finalist in the Pioneer of the Year category of the Pioneer Awards 2020, celebrating our innovation and achievements, and we're truly humbled by this honor. MSM history is full of innovation in the field of international student recruitment. Today, we're taking it one step further by giving institutions the chance to augment your processes and transform your communities. This also shows that MSM's innovations are recognized worldwide, which inspires us all in our commitment to making education accessible to all. MSM Unify's strength lies in its compact and straightforward purpose, that is, to streamline the applications process. Now, for the moment we're all here for, I'd like to introduce you to the colleague who will present to us MSM Unify. Please welcome Dan Fagan, our Chief Technology Officer, who will demonstrate what makes MSM Unify an ideal platform to use. Dan.
Thank you very much, Joe. Hello and welcome to everyone joining us on this webinar. Before I talk about our platform, I'd like to start by giving you a little bit of background about myself. I've worked in the tech industry for over 20 years, and in that time, I've worked for startup organizations. I helped to build the foundations of their technological infrastructure, and I've worked for larger organizations, managing technology teams and contributing to their technological growth. Most notably, I worked for the Walt Disney Company. There, I had the opportunity to, among other things, manage one of their digital security teams. It's that knowledge and those skills that I've acquired from these experiences that I'm bringing to the development of the MSM Unify platform to ensure it follows top-tier security and privacy practices. I'm thrilled to be introducing you to MSM Unify and how its features can be a game changer in your recruitment initiatives. The recruitment process isn't without its issues and challenges. You're the ones who know best. As you pay top dollar to increase and diversify your international student base, you invest large sums toward recruitment, but you may not be getting optimum returns for what you spend. It's 2020 and many still find the need to jump on a plane to go and recruit and train agents and be visible to students in target countries. Agents are recruiting for tiny clusters of schools given their very limited number of institutional partnerships. They intend to give their students the greatest number of options possible, but lack the global exposure to do so effectively. And students know what they want, but they may not be the right fit for a given program, thus the tendency to change their field of study once they arrive in country. Then COVID-19 happened. This has caused an enormous shakeup in the student recruitment. Everyone has had to scramble and might still be concerned about future revenue losses. It's at this point that it's probably worth asking the question, how do you succeed with recruitment in the new world? Back in June, we conducted a survey with 400 recruiting agents from 17 countries. We wanted to get a fair sense of how recruiters and their businesses are performing during the pandemic. Here's some of the findings. In terms of agent activities, at least 75% of agents confirmed that they have successfully brought marketing and promotions, student counseling, and application processing online. 30% see application requirements as a challenge that higher education institutions should be addressing during the pandemic. In terms of virtual recruitment readiness, a staggering 75% of agents said they are ready to run virtual education fairs and recruit online. What these results tell us is that despite the challenges on a scale never before seen, agents display great willingness and enthusiasm to recruit and continue to offer the best options to their students. The ball is now in your court. As colleges and universities, are you recruiting in a way that is relevant, has a high impact and yet is cost effective in the new environment? Are you building a sustainable green recruiting process? Are your budget dollars and recruiting efforts going to qualified applicants? Are you being guided by analytics to know who your school is attracting and how you're converting them into actual enrollments? This is where we aim to make a difference through MSM Unify. Let me show you now our initial set of features in MSM Unify. The first page that you'll land on when you log into the platform is a dashboard page that shows you at a glance the status of all your applications, how many programs you're offering, and the status of your application intake. Also on this page, you'll see that you've got custom branding. And this is my chance to give a shout out to Eaton College Canada for giving us permission to use their branding for this demo. Moving on from the dashboard, we look at program management. Here, we can import your existing programs into our system. We know that things will change, and here you'll be able to easily manage those changes in this section of the portal. Each program can also have its own set of marketing collateral uploaded and is available to agents and ultimately to students. Each program also has its own presentation page in the context of your branding, so that as students and agents are searching for programs, they see who you are, where you are, and the details of the programs. We also offer a list of your campuses so you can quickly see how they're doing as well. Then we have region of marketing, which allows institutions to have access to many marketing regions worldwide, and you'll be able to see which ones are active. You also have disciplines, which will allow you to be found and searched by the artificial intelligence and machine learning programs, so that when students and agents are looking for you, the most relevant programs and institutions will come up. We also have intakes. Intakes here allow you to view and manage your intakes by program or by region. These inform agents in real time when intakes are full, so that you don't get applications for closed intakes, and applicants will have the option to choose another intake period or select another program. This provides a high quality of information to agents so they can inform students appropriately. Then you have your institution's marketing collateral. Here, institutions can provide approved marketing collateral for agents to use, so that you can be confident that your brand and identity are meeting the standards that you expect. We also show you your agents. Institutions can select from a wide range of agents that have gone through a due diligence process, or bring with them the agents that they've already approved. Here you can review the details of agents and see their agreement statuses. We also have an application section. Here you can review any applications for their status and details. Each application follows a process with a workflow that's been customized to your particular institution's process. You'll see, yes, so you will see that here we have a customized solution for the application process. You will also see, be able to see what the applicant's details and any other information, their test scores, their credit card information. Here with the credit card information, that it's secure, so only those approved agents in your institutions can access those details. We also show a document repository for each applicant. This is a central location so that You don't have to continually track down whether documentation has been sent or received. It's all uploaded directly into the system and available on demand. We also have an invoicing section, which allows you to see your outstanding invoices, your paid invoices, and essentially just track your currency exchanges with the agencies and agents that you're working with. We also have a knowledge base and feedback that is always accessible in the system. The knowledge base provides information on the different features in the platform, and the feedback you can provide to us at any time, because we do want to build this with you and improve it to meet your future needs. Returning to the dashboard, we will go on to the next set of information widgets on the dashboard, which shows your marketing activity at a glance. This helps you plan where you want to target new marketing strategies. It also allows you to plan tasks, and you can have tasks assigned to you from agents saying, hey, I need this information from you. So it provides a direct point of communication with actionable items. We also have a news and announcements section, which allows Unifi to post information featuring industry news and any platform updates that are happening. It shows you also your intake application ratios for those that are accepted versus rejected. And you can see at a glance how well your application processing is going. I could throw a few more tech buzzwords out here, but if there's one message behind MSM Unify, it's this. It's a connected world that we're all facing. It's a world where institutions, agents, and students need to be able to find each other easily, no matter their city or country. I'll close this presentation with a clear message that we want to work with you and help you become a brave and successful new player in this world, in the new world. And this is just the beginning. These are MSM Unify's core features, and more are currently in development. Thank you very much for joining us. And once again, and we're ready to answer the questions you have at this point. Back to you, Sunitha.
One here, how much will it cost us to be on the MSM Unify platform? Maybe Dan or Donna would like to take that.
I can take that one. So the good news is current global and in-country office partners automatically get on MSM Unify free of cost. For new partners, we'll be happy to talk with you and discuss the very affordable and inclusive pricing that we offer. So please reach out to us. We're eager to talk to you and bring you on board.
We have another question that says, is the portal for agents as well?
Yes, absolutely it is. So we actually launched the agent portal several weeks ago. So we have a vast number of agents already using the portal, and we have a massive amount of reach. So to answer your question, yes, they're there, they're waiting for you. Take advantage.
Okay. And I think, Dan, this is again for you. Where is the application data stored?
So the application data is stored in geolocated databases, depending on where your institution is, because we want to abide by privacy laws in your institution's country of origin. So we store those in data centers that are local to you. And we also encrypt all the data so that it's encrypted at rest. We're applying the best security policies and privacy policies.
Right. Another one here is this designed only for MSM's global and in-country office partners?
I'm just going to keep answering all the questions unless somebody else pipes in. So no, this is not designed just for MSM's global and in-country partners. We have absolutely designed MSM Unify to be available to institutions and agencies across the globe.
Thank you, Dan. And Donna, I think you can take the next one here. I don't have enough expertise and familiarity with new markets. How can you help me?
Well, I think one of the advantages of the Unify platform is that as a user of the platform, you're able to connect with agents that have been pre-approved through a variety of regions in the world. And also as part of the data analytics that's associated with the platform, you're able to see and measure what the results are on an individual agent by agent basis or on a regional basis as well. So, so we can, through our global marketing office and through our in-country office models, we are very actively on the ground recruiting for institutions where those institutions who are only on our platform will have a lot of benefits in terms of the reach that they get to connect to a diverse group of target audiences, and lots of coaching on how to use the platform and a lot of technical support from our team as well.
Thank you, Donna. And it's fun here. I'm already working with another company, and why should I work with you? So Donna, I think you might want to take this as well.
I think that there's going to always be lots of providers of different types of platforms. I know in my own experience, I worked very hard to sort of introduce even an institutional CRM tool. And I think one of the challenges is that that all of these tools offer different benefits. So institutions, by using the tools, will be able to look at the information that we are providing through the platform and make decisions about what kind of information that they want and who's providing that for them. It's also possible for us to integrate with other, with other partners. So some of the other partners that you might be working with may end up becoming collaborators with MSM in the future as well.
Thank you, Donna. And here, Dan and Donna, probably this is for you and probably for Joe as well. Does Unify platform integrate with the university student management system, or can it be easily transferred into university system?
I'll take that one on. So yes, we're absolutely, we've strategized so that we have teams in place that are going to help integration, whether that's bringing our data into your systems or your data into our systems. We absolutely want to work with you to be able to deliver the most effective solution possible. So as I mentioned during the demo presentation, we can import all of your data at the same time. We can also export that data, and we can even work a little bit more magic in partnership with you and make systems work hand in hand.
Will this application track study permit approval rate for each agent?
Absolutely. So the greatest thing about this platform is as it's being released, it has a large number of features that are going to make the processes more efficient and provide business intelligence to agents and to institutions. And we are going to continually evolve the platform to provide even greater business intelligence information. So right now it tracks everything about the applications that agents put through the system. So the students can pull that, or sorry, not the students, the agents can pull that information out, and they'll see how they're performing. Was that was the question, wasn't it?
I think I can just add a little bit to that. Just if you can remember back to the screen where Dan was showing, there was colorful arrows across the top, and that was mapping out the business process for that particular institution that we were featuring. But one of the customization features of this platform is that every institution's admissions process will be featured and process will be documented. So when the agent reaches this, or the student reaches the stage that their study permit has been approved, the agent is able to upload that information, even upload a copy of the documents into the folder, and institutions will be able to see that the study permit has been approved. Now, of course, all of this is reliant on the student providing this information to the agent, and the agent uploading that information. But of course, we know that they want to give you the best information possible. And the whole purpose of this platform, or one of the key purposes, is to make sure that data and information is real time between you and your agencies. And so by keeping that process and using the platform to document each of the stages of your recruitment and admissions process, we're able to run reports that will track study permit approval rates and by which agent, for sure.
Thank you. What kind of resources do we need to onboard onto this platform? Sorry, Dan, this is again for you.
I'm just trying to consider the question, because what kind of resources do you need to onboard onto the platform? You need a little bit of time to contact us and start talking, but really you can get onboarded with very minimal effort. When we're talking about doing data transfers and stuff like that, it's a little bit more work, but that's where we're gonna do that. We're gonna help you through the process, so that it doesn't become a stressful situation for you, or something where you feel a terrible onus on yourself. We definitely want you in here. We're gonna work with you to do it.
And just to add to that, some of the things that we will need from institutions is, for example, their programs and their start dates and this kind of information, which can be given to MSM Unify in the form of a spreadsheet, which we can then upload on a regular basis on behalf of the institution. The great news is, if your program is full, you'll be able to update that information, say, okay, this particular program is full. And you're even able to say, this program is full for students from a particular region. If you're setting targets on a regional basis, for an example, you might wish to do that. So a lot of the data that is input to the system on a regular basis, like an annual basis or a quarterly semester basis, that can be uploaded in major chunks through a report that you would provide that we would upload to the system. And at the same time, you have the flexibility to add a new program that may be just approved through your educational approval process, or if a program is filled, you'll be able to close that program down as well.
Donna, you can take the next one. It says, how many sub-agents does MSM work with in India and globally?
Oh my goodness, this is my pet question, because MSM is not an agency. We are a service provider. And so we don't really have sub-agents in the context of what you would refer to as a sub-agent. And it's actually one of the benefits that you will see in our platform, is that when an agent recruits a student for you, it's very transparent. You will see exactly which agent it is, and only your approved agents will be eligible to recruit students for you. So you as an institution have a lot of control and a lot of authority over who is recruiting for you and where they're recruiting from you, where they're recruiting from.
Thank you. And this one coming in here. How do we check application eligibility?
I can take this one. So under the eligibility test of the MSM Unify portal, agents can input a student's grades and English proficiency tests, test results to confirm if their scores meet the desired program's requirements. They'll also be given the option to browse programs and institutions where their grades would be qualified. So we've matched the different scoring in the different regions and the different areas. So whether it's letter grades or number grades, all the different grading systems, and those criteria are then used in our smart filters for program searches. And even if they find a program that they came across because they wanted to, it will tell them whether or not they're qualified to apply for that program.
And anything on compliance and helping reduce fraud?
Yes, absolutely. Sorry, I'm jumping in on this one. So in designing this platform, we've made sure to design features that focus on optimum application handling and efficient document verification. So we are very focused on making sure that fraud is a thing of the past. That's I want to say that like it's a done deal, but you know, in any system there's hackers available, but we're doing a great amount of diligence on that aspect to make sure that the students that you get are the students they say they are.
Thank you. And at this one, can agents edit applications on the portal?
Oh, yes, absolutely. So going to the application section will show agents. So agents have their, like, just like the institution dashboard that we've shown, and all the different subdivisions of information and whatnot that we've shown you here. Agents have their own version of that portal, and part of that is an application section where they can manage all their students' applications, and that will show agents the complete list of their applications. And clicking on a given student's application will give them the option to add, edit, or delete information, or upload any documents that are required for the application process. And only applications that have not been completed or submitted can be edited to avoid confusion from data inaccuracies. So once they've submitted it to you, it basically takes a snapshot so that they cannot change that information on you unless you need them to. I hope that answers that question.
I think, Donna, this is one for you. What is the MSM agent due diligence process?
Okay, well, MSM does have a fairly strong due diligence process already in place, and we're looking at even strengthening that further in terms of sort of more formalized training. But at this time, I mean, agents are completing an agent application form. They need to be able to demonstrate that they are already working for multiple institutions. We make contact with each of those institutions to verify that they, you know, really are legitimately working with that institution and what kind of results have they performed. On some occasions, I know that we have allowed a fairly new agent to join the platform or join our services. I'm not sure if we will allow them to join the platform or not. But in that case, we normally would monitor them very, very closely in terms of what their performance is, and quickly end their access in the event that they were not meeting the standard. And once again, I just want to reinforce that MSM itself is not an agent. So all of the agents that are in our portal have gone through a due diligence process that we have. Often it equals or mirrors the due diligence of traditional public post-secondary institutions. The only difference maybe being that we're much more rigorous in terms of ensuring that we really do have the references completed. And we know that sometimes institutions really struggle with this and they might compromise on this simply because it's so hard to get other institutions to provide that reference on occasion. So we're very, very diligent about the quality standard. When I was a director of international, I had firsthand experience with an agent who had made a fraudulent submission. And I recall at that time that MSM canceled that agent from the entire corporate system. And so that was an incredibly expensive activity for this particular agent to have undertaken, and all the efforts to claim that that was just one individual staff. MSM took the position the agency was responsible for their staff. So I'm confident in our due diligence process.
Thank you, Donna. And I think the next question is in lines with the first one. It says, do sub-agents have access to the portal for each institutional partner to upload applications? And then at what point is MSM pre-screening these applications?
Do you want me to take that one, Sunitha? So again, we don't have sub-agents. They are actually agents. So, and every agent who is approved to be an agent in our platform then is identified as an institutional agent or not. So, for instance, we can have 5,000 agents in our platform, but they are not going to be eligible to represent every institution. Either MSM is identifying which agents are a good match for your institution, depending, if we're an in-country office or a global marketing office, or the institution will be involved in the process of identifying which agents they want to work with based on what is their regional reach, etc. At some point, as the platform matures, we will have agent ratings, almost like your Uber driver. When you're getting your Uber, you can find out what kind of a driver's rating they have, and the driver can also rate you as a customer. So in the future, as more data is in our system, we'll be able to do this type of rating as well.
And I'll also add, because as it said, at what point is MSM pre-screening these applications? So as you very clearly, talking that MSM is a service provider. So we have dedicated teams for each one of our partner institutions. So each one of our partner institutions have dedicated marketing teams, and they also have dedicated admissions teams. So the applications are normally processed with MSM in 24 hours upon receiving them. So, and each team is dedicated to MSM's partner institution. And of course, the agents would be given a login once they complete the MSM due diligence. Okay, now the next is very technical. Dan, this is for you. How does applications from MSM Unify integrate with Centralized application portal, that is Ouac or Epbc?
That is a great question.
I can help. I can help.
That'd be great. So
Okay, so it is a really good question, and at this time we do not have direct uploads to either one of those portals, but we are familiar with working with those portals, and we do have a system in place to make sure that applications that must go through those portals will go through those portals. I do know that many institutions in BC have now declined the use of the portal because they don't manage the agent information well. So I know that is one of the situations, but we will be working to ensure that our data can be uploaded to the destination portals that are required by the institution. We do think there's a good chance that the institutions will want the information to go directly to their own integrated student information system rather than the portal, because it will be more comprehensive in terms of the agent data information for tracking and stuff like that. So
thank you.
If I could just add from a UK perspective, the UCAS portal, the same thing, I think, Donna, the information would go to the institution rather than to the UCAS portal.
And we're almost at the end of our Q&A with the last question again for Dan. Will this platform allow us to download data for our institution?
Absolutely. So we obviously we want to keep information secure wherever possible. So once you've signed up to the portal and you have your institution represented there, you'll have your different users in your institution, and you'll be able to authorize which ones of those users have the ability to export your data. Because we know how this applies to privacy legislation and whatnot. So, you know, you may have a dozen people using it to process the applications, but you might have only 2 or 3 that you want to have be able to download your data. So yes, you absolutely can. You can grab it in, we can export it as Excel spreadsheets or whatever format is necessary, so.
Thank you, Dan. Well, I'm afraid that's all we have for this webinar. If you have any questions that are yet to be addressed, the members of the MSM leadership team will be happy to connect with you and tell you more about this platform and how we can change recruitment today. Thank you so much once again for joining us in this launch. My hope is for our participants to truly diversify their student base and achieve limitless student recruitment. Today and always, we seek to be a partner for life and help you do this and more. On behalf of the entire MSM team, I thank you for being here and look forward to partnering with you. Have a great evening or day ahead. Thank you.